Hi, I'm Christina DiGiulio from CrossFit Midtown.
What struggles have you encountered and how would you overcome them?
I'd say there's been a lot of struggles. There always is with every Lurong challenge. But this challenge specifically, there were a lot of struggles with having to be out of town, not being able to appropriately meal plan, having to make wise decisions on the fly, and knowing when to take a well planned cheat. Basically, the dietary challenges were the most difficult. And in some instances, I tried to pre plan as much as possible to help avoid those situations where I felt like I had to cheat, even if I didn't want to, but because my options were limited on the road.
What is your greatest victory?
My greatest victory this challenge has probably been just in being more conscious of the choices that I'm making, giving myself some flexibility and not beating myself up too much if, I cheat and have a cookie or something, knowing that it's not the end of the competition, but I can start over. And then just in general, being aware of where I am with my fitness and how to appropriately measure what level is right for me for each challenge so that I'm performing at what I feel is my best.
How do you plan on maintaining the results you've seen from your hard work?
Well, I think that for me, I'm a pretty goal driven person. I like to, like, the reason I like the Lurong challenge is because it helps keep me accountable. It's a good way to measure what I'm doing, and I can see the results of the things that I do within the 7 weeks from the retest. And so for myself, we have quarterly progress checks coming up at our gym. That's a good time to set another, short, medium, and long term goals, another series of goals. So that'll be one of the ways I help myself commit to continuing to keep my level of physical activity up. As far as the diet's concerned, that's always going to be the hardest part for me because that's how I got myself where I got myself. And I love to eat. So, but just remembering that if I do slip up, I have more than enough opportunity to make up for that, cutting myself a little bit of slack. And then also just remembering that some of the foods that I enjoy sometimes may not be the best choice for me. And so remembering how I feel after I eat some of those foods, and as a way to sort of remind myself not to overindulge in them. Maybe once in a while is okay, for instance, but me and dairy, we're not friends. So I need to keep that in mind going forward.
What would you say in a note to yourself that you wouldn't want to forget?
First thing I wouldn't want to forget is what I just said, that dairy is not my friend. Don't forget that. Eat too much ice cream and then pay for it later. The second thing I would want to say in a note to myself is to remember that there's a lot of strength among the team members at my gym, and that it's really important to surround yourself with people that are positive and that inspire and encourage you. And I think I found a really good group of people with my fellow teammates at the gym that I feel that way about. And I definitely noticed a difference in my performance when they're there to help root me on. And I hope that I am doing the same for them. And so remembering also that sometimes that well timed, like just word of encouragement to your teammate can really help push them to their next level too. Those are things I wouldn't want to forget and that I would remind myself of in the future.
And from there, what encouragement for others would you have to join the next challenge?
The challenges are great this is my fourth challenge. The first one I did, I started only 2 weeks after I started CrossFit. So I was definitely on the very far end of the spectrum as far as being just barely able to make some of the L1 challenges. So for new people that are starting out, I would say even if you feel like you may not be able to do all the things, that it's really worth it to yourself to try. It's good to push yourself and challenge yourself, and you'll be surprised about the things that you can do that you maybe would have told yourself before you couldn't do. For people who are further along, I also think the challenge is good because it helps you maybe get back on track if you've slid off it when it comes to your diet or not being consistent about working out. And every challenge, you find out more about yourself, your body, who you are as a person, and there's more opportunities to grow. So I think for any athlete, the challenge provides a lot of opportunities to really discover who you are as an athlete and what works best for you and your body. So that would be my encouragement to join Lurong Challenge moving forward. Thank you.